Let me ask you about a serious issue here on veterans issues. Your thoughts on this, and it's become a controversy over the last couple of days at Arlington National Cemetery when President Trump went there to commemorate the 3-year anniversary of the Abbey Gate terrorism attack and the withdrawal from Afghanistan. And then there was this incident, supposedly, and now the Army's defending the staffer at Arlington who was at the center of this controversy with the Trump campaign staffer during the wreath-laying ceremonies. This is from Politico. They say unfairly attacked. They say that an Army spokesperson said that the employee was trying to enforce rules prohibiting political activities on cemetery grounds. And then, one of these Trump staffers supposedly pushed this person aside. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, look, I know what you know. I mean, the truth is probably in there somewhere. I'll say this from a political standpoint. It's not going to be a game changer in terms of where people vote, right? I've told the Republicans you can try to tear apart Waltz's military history and him walking away from his troops and all of that, going to Iraq. There's a lot of problems there, but I don't think it's a vote driver. Democrats have tried to, tear apart J.D. Vance's record as a Marine. It's not a vote getter, and I just don't think this political
Why
wins
doesn't Trump get hurt then politically for all this stuff on the military? This is not his first go-around here with all the John McCain stuff, the comments attributed to him about losers and suckers and all the rest. But why wouldn't that be something that hurts a Republican politically? Why?
It's not just a Republican, it's Trump. Trump is very unique in that respect. And the main reason is because he's connecting with folks on a gut level of fighting. They want a fighter, and he does fight. He's a disruptor, right? And they're willing to forgive all this other stuff because he's willing to fight and disrupt. And he does, overall, he's very supportive of the military. He's made some very, I think, bad comments on veterans and comparisons of things of that nature. But at the end of the day, people connect with him on a gut level of a fighter and disruptor, and they're willing to kind of forgive those other things and a lot of other things as well, right? I mean, there are folks that are connecting with the Vice President Harris right now, and they're forgiving the price controls and the socialism and the defund the police stuff, and they're trying their best because they just hate Trump so much. So pretty much every voter in America is going to have to hold their nose one way or another when it comes to the November election day. And at the, we'll see where it goes, but it's a kind of a 55-45 election for every voter out there. And you have to respect, I don't disagree with everybody's priorities, but you have to respect that every American may have different priorities and different things that are breaking points. If there's an issue at the Arlington Cemetery that's a breaking point for someone, okay, I just don't think that there's a lot of them. I think it's a problem, but not a problem politically.
Thank you, Governor. Governor Sununu, the governor of New Hampshire, Donald Trump in Wisconsin, Kamala Harris coming up in Georgia. We'll be right back. Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.